canceling, the internet's favorite pastime. Some find it to be a repugnant hullabaloo of chronically online Twitter users yapping. Some find it as a necessary martyrdom to keep the internet spaces safe of freaks. If you ask me, it's a bit of both. I'm Saba Black Sheep. Have you any soul? No sir, but I do have enough time today to yap about another topic. I'm so tired. Let's start with the cesspit that is Twitter. Due to the site housing both safe for work content and not safe for work content, I believe it creates a perplexing juxtaposition of the etiquette and culture on that side of the internet. Due to its mature facade, so much of the content on the site is short blurbs, mere thoughts, put out to a world of thousands to have validation or judgment. Many treat it like a diary of sorts. A lot of people feel as though they're in an echo chamber of their own small communities, until the algorithm pushes the wrong post at the right time. Thus begins the symphony that is Twitter comment threads. An example, I posted about how me and my sister had rabbits when we were younger, and how rabbits weren't innocent because my rabbit ate her children. So me and my sister had to clean up the little mutilated baby bunnies. I thought it was funny. Do you want to guess what my fellow tweeters replied with? A, they thought it was funny. B, felt bad. C, told me I was stupid for comparing human morality to rabbits. Twitter makes r/whoosh look like a den of scholars. The reason I give you such a bogus example is because I want to display the site's pettiness and my hurt feelings. Regardless, let's get into the meat of the video. Kwite allegations and Twitter's mishandling. Some of you might be familiar with this situation, but for those that aren't quite fully aware, I'll give you a summary. Kwite is a large commentary YouTuber known for his unique humor and wielding the sass of a childless white woman with a high-class coke addiction. Orion was an old friend of his, who had a flirtatious relationship with Kwite for a short time. Orion later claimed that Kwite essayed them in a car before they went to see a movie, when they met each other for the first time after being online friends for some time. Orion doxed Kwite's face when coming out with this claim. Twitter was outraged at the news and started harassing Kwite and sending him death threats, despite the insufficient evidence to prove he was actually at fault. Kwite later came back with an over 60-minute long video going into detail about his past relationship and completely debunking Orion's claims. Video linked in description or comments. Kwite was proven completely innocent. Twitter completely jumped to the gun and put an innocent young person through extreme stress in the name of blind justice. Don't get me wrong, believing a victim is important, but you can be a supportive listener without blindly turning your hatred to someone. You as a viewer don't have the full picture, so you should wait for proof before attacking someone. This blind justice is just as dangerous as turning away a real victim. This doesn't just go for the direct victims, but also the game of telephone that's played by comment sections on all corners of the internet. How many times have you looked to add a comment section of a video and it's something like, oh, didn't this person do this? Or someone said they did this, or something along those lines. For an ever-loving God, don't say stuff like that unless you know for sure. You can be playing with someone's whole career and livelihood speaking so carelessly. If you know for a fact, you've seen the evidence, then yes, go out, tell people, please. But don't just casually spread misinformation, like you're having gossip and wine night with the girls. It's okay to just hang around your friends and gossip, but it's a whole different thing when you start commenting about it. I feel like we as a culture are too comfortable in comment sections, thinking that what we say will never be seen. Your one comment can be read by thousands of people, and you'll never know. When you're commenting something, think to yourself, would I be comfortable standing in front of an audience of thousands and saying this and being held to this? I'm not saying don't engage and comment. Creating a community online is an amazing thing, and it's great to be a part of that. Just be conscious. Is this really something you want thousands of strangers holding you to and believing from you? Now, when was a time cancel culture actually did a good job? Well, my negative Nancy's, There's actually plenty of times cancel culture has protected vulnerable people and taken down people that are dangerous to have large platforms. The likes of the world's most average-looking guy, Austin Jones, a YouTuber from the mid-2010s known for his singing that had young girls foaming at the mouth for his skinny blonde boy aesthetic. He was caught asking his young fans to twerk for him.
If you're twerking and a little shit comes out, it's okay! Don't be ashamed. That just means it's moving in all the right places.
Repugnant. The internet was outraged and right actions were made. Now he's in prison and set to be released in 2027. Everyone coming together and calling that man out probably saved many victims. Then you have the likes of Onision. Most of you probably know of this man's depravity. The internet thankfully never lets that man rest. He groomed young members of his audience and held his partner hostage and abused them on camera, treating them like a dog. He didn't face jail time, but I doubt he'll ever be able to make a living on the internet again, nor get a stable job with his reputation. As much as I get annoyed with how overly sensitive the internet can be at times, I'm really thankful for the community we have, when we can come together and take people out who genuinely harm others. I think we just need to be more cognizant of who's actually doing that. It's important for us as an audience to understand the humanity in our favorite content creators. They are flawed, they are human, and they don't owe us anything. They make content for free. Chill out. They aren't supposed to be role models, and they're not gonna fix all your issues. And us as viewers putting all that weight on them is extremely unfair. At the end of the day, they really are strangers. And another aspect is, and just because a creator is an asshole doesn't mean they're evil. Like, you can be an asshole sometimes and you're not evil. Sometimes you just gotta be an asshole, and it's not okay to judge someone's entire existence off of one action, unless it is very serious. Regardless, that's all I have today, folks. I hope you enjoy breathing. You have school tomorrow, or work, or being very tired recording a video. But as always, don't dream about wheat byproducts.